we did something pre-show, where we put the comparison of Matthew Stafford and Jared Goff from his Super Bowl season. The reason I wanted to talk about this was because they mortgaged their football team, at least for the draft, for the foreseeable future, to get Matthew Stafford this offseason, right? And then during the season, they got the likes of Von Miller, who's contributed, Odell Beckham Jr., who's contributed. Don't get me wrong. They've done it all, right? But they've traded away draft picks. And is this team any better, right? Are they a similar team that went to Green Bay in the divisional round a year ago with a quarterback in Jared Goff who had a busted up finger playing through it and played Green Bay very tough, but ultimately got beat, right? This is very similar to them going up to Seattle a week ago or a year ago and beating Seattle in the wild card round and then going on the road to Green Bay. They won at home against a Cardinals team that was really out-coached, outplayed, out everything in that football game, where Matthew Stafford didn't have to do a lot. No. And now they go to Tampa Bay. Let's look at those stats. All right. Matthew Stafford this year, 41 touchdowns, 17 interceptions, 4,800 yards. He went 12-5, right, in the 17-game season. So it was been right under 4,500 yards, right around 4,500 yards in a 16-game season, right? His QBR was 63.5. Jared Goff, the year they went to the Super Bowl, right, 63.6 QBR, right on par. 32 touchdowns, right, a little lower in touchdowns, but 5 less interceptions, just as many yards and more wins. So I don't know what to think of this other than this season's very capable of going to a Super Bowl again, right? This is a Rams team that easily could go to the Super Bowl in terms of production from their quarterback position. But you mortgaged a ton of your franchise to get this guy because he was that much different than Jared Goff. Jared Goff was never going to get you the Super Bowl win. Is Matthew Stafford going to get you the Super Bowl win?
I hope so.
They hope so. I don't think they come out of Tampa Bay this weekend with a win. I think they're going to be in exactly the same position they were a year ago. And Sean McVay is going to be, relaxing on his couch in Cabo. And I don't know what quarterback comes down and visits in Cabo this time that he looks to grab. Maybe Aaron Rodgers?
Maybe.
They can't get rid of Matthew Stafford. I mean, the guy is very, very good. I don't want to diminish that at all.
He's amazing.
Yes, he's amazing. I just don't know if they have the wherewithal of a complete team to get it done at Tampa Bay.
So what concerns you? Because Cam Akers being back is a huge difference.
Huge difference because they needed to run the football.
And they needed the explosivity of Cam Akers. Like Sony Michel, fine. Darrell Henderson, fine.
Darrell Henderson killed it this year, though.
But not the way with the explosive plays that kind of Akers gave you, as you saw on Monday night.
No, he ran over everybody.
Everybody.
I mean, even his buddy Budda Baker got smoked, right? Ended up being in the hospital overnight. Jeez. I mean, this guy's running with a fury. They didn't even quarterback play was, Cooper Kupp didn't hardly do anything, right?
Cooper Kupp had one catch through 3 quarters.
This team is very capable, and the understanding of what Sean McVay knows about this football team is where they're good is when they run the football and they can play action out of it. Because Matthew Stafford, play action, where you get one-on-one matchups, or you get Cooper Kupp running down the middle of a zone somewhere. I mean, that's all day long.
And now Odell looks really comfortable in that offense.
Really, really comfortable. That touchdown grab, right? That's the guy that goes up, high points it. No one can stop that. No one can stop that. I don't know if I like the constant over-jubilant celebrations after every catch, whether it's a 2-yard catch. You and I talked about this pre-show.
I mean, look, he didn't have a lot of opportunities in Cleveland. He's got a lot of pent-up, frustration and joy that's been hidden in there that hasn't been able to come out.
Everybody's saying he was washed.
Yeah, exactly. That doesn't bother me much. I mean, this guy has had to heard people like you in the media, talk about him
for years.
For years now. And now he's out. He's making plays. He's on a winning team. He's got a quarterback that throws him the ball. His dad doesn't have to make up any videos or anything.
Well, Cleveland was winning. He just wasn't on the team, And then when he was, they weren't winning. So it is what it is, right? He's got a guy on the opposite there, Cooper Kupp, who doesn't do all those jubilant celebrations. I say this simply because I'm sure that's the way I behaved. And so when I see it,
right.
It's like looking in a mirror and I don't like it. And it's a projection on my part. So do your thing, OBJ. Screw whatever the hell I have to say.
There's no video of him yelling, "Don't talk to me." You know?
Right. This is my thing I have to deal with my therapist. But we'll talk about it.
Well, also,
later.
like Belichick said famously in that video, people don't understand how hard you worked and the work you put in. So go out there and celebrate it. I agree, though. Every 2-yard catch doesn't need a celebration.
Pick your spot.
Yeah, pick your spot.
Pick your spot.
I've got no problem, man.
I like the
you score a
celebrations
touchdown.
Too. Me too.
Let's do the dance.
I'm with you on the 2-yard reception.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
Also, if you think about that 2018 Rams team, Todd Gurley was a special player that year. 17 rushing touchdowns, over 20 total touchdowns. And if you can get that type of big playability, production with Akers, Michelle, and Henderson and these guys, it's a really balanced team. And that was a really balanced Rams team going into the playoffs, throughout the playoffs, heading into the Super Bowl. I think the Rams can go into Tampa and win. I'm never going to make the mistake of betting against Tom Brady. I think we would all be wise to kind of adhere to that. But
it's possible.
It's possible. Whereas, before you kind of didn't give the Rams much of a shot.
If I had to go with confidence levels in all the playoff games this weekend, right? At the very top is Green Bay over San Francisco. That's my top confidence meter. Number 2 for me is Tampa Bay over the Rams. That's the next level of confidence. The third for me is Buffalo over the Chiefs.
Ooh.
And my fourth confidence would be the Bengals over the Titans. So clearly those last 2 games I'm iffy on. The NFC ones I feel more, but I'm with you. This is a team that defeated Tampa Bay early in the season and made it look easy. Matthew Stafford had a huge game. And I expect them to come prepared and ready to go. Tampa Bay's depleted, right? Leonard Fournette comes back. That's a big part of what they need to do offensively. I'm not going to bet against Tampa Bay and Tom. Flat out, I'm not going to do it. But it could be the next most competitive game that we have out there in terms of the NFC. So,
hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.